Welcome to the Week in Review, the show that brings you up to date on the week that was. Here are the top stories. Wipro's earnings disappoint while HCL's remain strong. Government sets rules for FDI and pharma, and authorities plan a new initiative to monitor airfares. First quarter results out this week have only reinforced the split verdict on India's IT sector. While HCL posted robust first quarter earnings, the country's third biggest software firm, Wipro, didn't fare as well. Revenues from Wipro's IT business declined 1.4% sequentially to $1.51 billion. That was just below the company's forecast of $1.52 to $1.55 billion. Wipro's guidance for the quarter was also lower than most expected. It forecast IT revenues growth at between 0.3% and 2.3%. Meanwhile, smaller rival HCL Technologies did much better and said its growth was driven by its ability to meet changing customer demand. Net profit jumped nearly 42% sequentially to 854 crores, and revenue gained 13.5% to 5,919. Moving on, the government has set new rules for foreign investments in Indian pharma companies. A panel of officials from several ministries has decided on thresholds for state purchases. Equity investments of more than 49% will need approval for the Foreign Investment Promotion Board. Everything less than 49% will go through the so-called automatic route. While foreign pharmaceutical companies may not welcome the decision, the rules are likely to help FIPB clear its backlog of applications. In telecom, a new proposal suggests allowing some companies to bypass the 2G spectrum auction process. The Department of Telecommunications is looking at a note from the National Manufacturing Competitiveness Council. That says companies attracted to sovereign wealth funds could be allowed to pay the final auction price without participating in the auction itself. It further comments that India's position as an investment destination has fallen, and such measures could help reverse the trend. There are currently 3 telecom companies in India with investments from sovereign funds. These are Sistema Sham, Etisalat DB, and Uninor. Speaking of Uninor, the company is going to scale down some of its services. The move is being seen as a cost saver that will help it prepare for the upcoming 2G auction. Uninor will cut back on operations in 4 of the 13 circles it operates in. These are Tamil Nadu, Orissa, Karnataka, and Kerala. Back in earnings, India's largest private bank posted strong results during the week. On Friday, ICICI Bank reported steady growth in profits and a reduction in bad loans. Net profit rose 36.25% year-on-year to 1,815 crores. ICICI Bank said it saw high loan growth during the quarter along with rise in fee income. The bank's profitability from its core operations also improved. Net interest income climbed 32% to 3,193 crores, and net interest margin went up to 3.01 from 2.71 in the same period last year. In finance, State Bank of India has raised cash through a fresh round of bond sales. On Thursday, it sold $1.25 billion worth of bonds. They'll have an interest rate of 4.125% and will mature in 5 years. SBI still has headroom to raise another $4.8 billion. And here are some stories in brief. The government plans to set up a new regime to monitor the price of plane tickets. Under the proposed initiative, airlines will have to reveal data like their variable and fixed costs. Proponents say the scheme will not regulate airfares as it is only meant to increase transparency. Prices of air tickets have soared in recent months after struggling carriers Air India and Kingfisher slashed many routes. Maruti Suzuki says it has started assessing the damage at its Manesar car factory. On Friday, the company said it would announce a return to production only after it was assured about employee safety. The previous week, a deadly riot at the factory left a senior manager dead and burned parts of the facility. And finally, with no signs of a revival in the monsoons, the government plans to take stock of the situation. On Thursday, Agriculture Minister Sharad Pawar said a group of ministers would be meeting to discuss options to tackle the drought-like situation. The meetings of the group of ministers is likely to take place on Tuesday. Overall, monsoons remain about 22% below average since the 1st of June. And that's all we have for you. Thank you for watching.